Do you ever wonder how many healthy, happy years you still have ahead after turning 70? Every year feels more precious, and surprisingly, your body is already dropping clues about your future. These clues aren't based on myths, they're backed by science. From how fast you walk to how well you sleep, simple signs can quietly reveal how long and how well you might live. In this video, we'll uncover 7 powerful indicators that doctors and researchers say predict longevity. Stick with us. You might discover something small that could make a big difference in your future health and independence. Sign 1. Your walking speed. One of the most powerful and surprisingly simple predictors of how long you'll live after 70 is your walking speed. It's not hidden in your genetics, your medications, or even your diet. It's something you do every day without thinking. And yet, how quickly you move could be one of the clearest signs of your overall health and longevity. Scientific studies have shown a strong link between walking speed and life expectancy in older adults. In fact, people who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace in their 70s and beyond tend to live longer than those who slow down significantly. That's because walking speed reflects far more than just how quickly you can cross the room. It's connected to your cardiovascular health, muscle strength, coordination, and even your brain function. Consider 2 people, Joe and Frank, both 75. Joe walks every morning at a consistent pace. He doesn't struggle when climbing stairs or walking to the store. His stride is smooth, balanced, and confident. Frank, on the other hand, used to be active but has slowed down over the years. Now he takes frequent breaks, feels unsteady on his feet, and finds it harder to keep up with others. While Joe's pace indicates that his body systems are still running smoothly, Frank's slowing speed could be a red flag signaling weakening muscles, poor circulation, or even early signs of neurological decline. Your legs are your foundation. When they start to weaken, everything else follows. A slow, shuffling walk isn't just getting older, it can be a sign that your resilience is fading. The good news? Walking speed is something you can improve. The more you move, the stronger you stay. Start by taking short daily walks, using stairs when you can, and adding simple leg strengthening exercises like squats or calf raises. Even light resistance training or walking with light hand weights can boost muscle tone and balance. Pay attention to how you move. If you notice yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. It's not just about keeping up, it's about staying strong, independent, and mobile for years to come. Because in the end, how fast you move through life really does say a lot about how long you'll keep moving at all. Sign 2. Your grip strength. It might seem like a small detail, but the strength of your grip, the firmness of your handshake, or how easily you can open a jar, can speak volumes about your overall health and how long you might live after 70. In fact, grip strength is one of the most accurate and scientifically supported indicators of vitality in older adults. Studies consistently show that a strong grip is linked to lower risks of heart disease, stroke, and even early death. That's because your grip doesn't work in isolation. It reflects the health of your entire muscular system, your nervous system, and your circulation. When your grip weakens, it's often a sign that your body is losing muscle mass, which is closely tied to frailty, decreased mobility, and increased risk of falls or serious injury. Imagine 2 men, Robert and Walter, both 78. Robert has always taken pride in his strong handshake. He stays active, does light strength training, and can still carry heavy grocery bags with ease. Walter, on the other hand, has recently started struggling with simple tasks like opening bottles or carrying his groceries. He brushes it off as normal aging, not realizing it's a sign his overall muscle strength is declining. This matters because as muscle weakens, so does independence. A weak grip often goes hand in hand with slower walking, poorer balance, and reduced ability to recover from illness or injury. It's a signal that your resilience, both physical and biological, is decreasing. But here's the good news. You can improve your grip strength, and in doing so, strengthen your whole body. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, doing light dumbbell workouts, or even carrying grocery bags instead of using a cart can make a big difference. These small actions keep your muscles engaged and responsive, helping to preserve your independence and vitality. Take a moment to test your grip. Does your handshake feel as firm as it used to? Do jars and bottle caps seem harder to open? If so, don't ignore it. Your hands might be telling you more than you realize. Because in the end, how well you hold on to things, literally, might just reflect how well you'll hold on to your health, strength, and life in the years to come. Sign 3. Your ability to stand on one leg. Balance is something we rarely think about until we start losing it. But research shows that your ability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds can be a surprisingly accurate predictor of how long you might live after 70. While it may sound simple, this test reveals important insights about your overall physical and neurological health. Good balance depends on several key systems working in harmony: strong leg muscles, a responsive nervous system, healthy inner ear function, and sharp brain coordination. When one or more of these systems start to decline, your balance suffers. That's why struggling to stay upright on one foot can be an early sign of deeper issues, like muscle weakness, nerve damage, or even cognitive decline. Let's consider two women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always made movement a priority. She walks daily, practices yoga, and can easily lift one foot off the ground and hold it steady for 10 seconds or more. Nancy, on the other hand, hasn't paid much attention to her balance. When she tries to stand on one leg, she starts to wobble almost immediately and needs to grab something for support. For Carol, balance is a sign her body and mind are aging gracefully. For Nancy, the inability to balance is a red flag, and it could lead to falls, injuries, or worse. Falls are a leading cause of hospitalization and long-term disability in older adults. Poor balance is often the first step toward a dangerous fall. But here's the encouraging news: balance can be improved at any age. It's not too late to train your body and brain to work together more effectively. Start small. Stand near a wall or chair and lift one foot just a few inches off the ground. Can you hold that position for 10 seconds without tipping or grabbing support? If not, that's okay. Practice daily. Other simple exercises like walking heel to toe in a straight line, doing Tai Chi, or even just shifting weight from one foot to the other can help build strength and stability over time. Your ability to stay upright today plays a big role in how long and how well you'll stay active, mobile, and independent in the years ahead. So give your balance the attention it deserves. It could add years to your life. Sign 4. Your sleeping patterns. Sleep is often overlooked in conversations about health. But after age 70, your sleeping patterns become a critical indicator of how long and how well you might live. Getting restful, consistent sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed in the morning. It's when your body repairs itself, your brain clears toxins, and your immune system gets recharged. In fact, poor sleep has been linked to a higher risk of memory loss, heart disease, and even shortened lifespan in older adults. Let's take a look at two men, Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry has a consistent bedtime routine, gets about 7 hours of quality sleep each night, and wakes up feeling energized. Bill, on the other hand, struggles to fall asleep, wakes up multiple times throughout the night, and often feels tired even after being in bed for 8 hours. Over time, Henry's healthy sleep routine keeps his mind sharp, his immune system strong, and his energy levels steady. But Bill starts experiencing brain fog, mood swings, and increased blood pressure, all signs that his poor sleep is taking a toll. As we age, sleep naturally changes. We tend to get lighter sleep, wake up more often, and may have a harder time falling asleep. But chronic poor sleep isn't just a normal part of aging, it can be a warning sign. It may point to stress, lack of physical activity, poor diet, or even undiagnosed conditions like sleep apnea, which is common but often goes unnoticed in older adults. The good news is that sleep quality can be improved. Small, consistent changes can have a big impact. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Avoid screens for at least an hour before bed, reduce caffeine intake in the afternoon, and get natural sunlight during the day to help regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Avoid heavy meals and alcohol close to bedtime, and keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and comfortable. Ask yourself, do you wake up feeling rested? Or do you toss and turn, struggling to stay asleep? Don't ignore changes in your sleep. It could be your body's way of telling you something important. Because in the end, how well you sleep tonight might just determine how strong, sharp, and healthy you'll be in the years ahead. Prioritize your rest. It's one of the most powerful tools for longevity. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. As you age past 70, your appetite and the way you eat can become one of the most important signals of your overall health, and even how long you might live. Many people think a loss of appetite is just a normal part of aging, but in reality, it can be a red flag for deeper health issues that may quietly be shortening your lifespan. A strong, steady appetite usually means your body is functioning well. It suggests that your metabolism, digestion, hormones, and immune system are all in balance. On the flip side, a noticeable decrease in appetite or unintentional weight loss can signal serious concerns, such as muscle loss, nutrient deficiencies, and even the early stages of illnesses like dementia or depression. Let's consider Margaret and Susan, two women both aged 74. Margaret enjoys preparing and eating healthy meals, filled with fruits, vegetables, protein, and whole grains. She eats regularly and maintains a steady weight and energy level. Susan, however, has noticed she's not as hungry as she used to be. She often skips meals, relies on quick, processed foods, and has lost weight without trying. At first, she thought it was just a change in taste, but what's really happening is that her body may be struggling to absorb the nutrients it needs. This is dangerous because when you're not eating enough, especially protein and essential nutrients, your body begins to break down muscle tissue for fuel. That leads to frailty, weakness, and a greater risk of falls, infections, and slower recovery from illness. The good news? You can take control of your eating habits, no matter your age. Focus on eating small, nutrient-dense meals throughout the day. Include protein in every meal, like eggs, beans, fish, or lean meats, and don't forget about healthy fats, fiber, and plenty of fluids. Also, make mealtime enjoyable, eat with others when you can, try new recipes, and avoid distractions like screens during meals. Pay attention to changes in your appetite, taste, and energy levels. Are you eating enough? Are you skipping meals out of habit or disinterest? Don't ignore these signs. Your body is speaking to you, and it's telling you that nourishment matters more than ever. Because what and how you eat today plays a direct role in how strong, active, and independent you'll be in the years ahead. Let food be your fuel for a longer, healthier life. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. After the age of 70, how you handle stress becomes more important than ever. Chronic stress doesn't just weigh on your mind, it affects your entire body, accelerating aging, weakening your immune system, and increasing your risk of major health issues like heart disease, high blood pressure, and even Alzheimer's. The ability to stay calm and resilient in the face of life's challenges is a key indicator of how long and how well you'll live. Let's look at two men, John and Richard, both 76. John experiences the usual ups and downs of life, health scares, financial concerns, family problems, but he's developed healthy coping strategies. He practices deep breathing, takes daily walks, and talks things through with close friends. He accepts what he can't control and focuses on the positive. Richard, on the other hand, gets overwhelmed easily. He often replays negative thoughts, loses sleep over small problems, and rarely talks to anyone about his worries. Over time, this chronic stress starts to affect his health. His energy drops, his sleep suffers, and his blood pressure climbs. The difference between John and Richard isn't luck, it's mindset and stress management. Long-term stress triggers inflammation in the body, which plays a role in nearly every age-related disease. It also disrupts sleep, appetite, and mental clarity. If you find yourself feeling anxious, tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't dismiss it as just a part of getting older. The great news is that stress can be managed, and the benefits of doing so are immense. Simple practices like meditation, slow breathing, walking in nature, journaling, or even laughing with friends can significantly lower stress levels. Staying socially connected, maintaining hobbies, and avoiding isolation are also powerful ways to reduce emotional strain. Ask yourself, when life throws you a curveball, how do you respond? Do you adapt and look for solutions, or do you dwell on the problem and let it consume you? Your answer matters more than you think. Because stress doesn't just make you feel worse, it can quietly take years off your life. But when you learn to respond to challenges with calm, perspective and resilience, you're not only protecting your peace of mind, you're protecting your health and your future. Manage your stress, and you'll not only live longer, you'll live better. Sign 7. Your social connections. When it comes to predicting how long you'll live after 70, one of the most surprising and powerful indicators isn't medical, it's social. The strength of your relationships and the quality of your social connections can have a direct impact on your health, happiness, and longevity. In fact, studies show that loneliness can be just as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Strong social ties, whether with friends, family, neighbors, or community groups, have been linked to lower rates of depression, better cognitive function, reduced risk of chronic disease, and even longer lifespans. That's because human connection isn't just emotional, it has real physical benefits. Social interactions reduce stress, stimulate your brain, boost your immune system, and promote a sense of purpose and belonging. Consider two women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78. Eleanor maintains an active social life. She talks to her children often, enjoys weekly book club meetings, and has a few close friends she can rely on. She laughs often, feels supported, and looks forward to her days. Barbara, in contrast, spends most of her time alone. Over the years, she's lost touch with friends and doesn't feel comfortable reaching out to family. She watches TV for hours to fill the silence, but the loneliness is starting to affect her mood and energy. This kind of social withdrawal can quietly impact physical and mental health. Isolation increases the risk of cognitive decline, depression, heart disease, and even premature death. But it's never too late to reconnect. Even small efforts to socialize, like calling a friend, joining a club, volunteering, or participating in group activities, can make a big difference. Ask yourself, are you regularly engaging with others in a meaningful way? Do you have people you can talk to when you're feeling low? Are you part of a group or community that makes you feel included? If you've been withdrawing from social activities or spending more time alone than you'd like, it's time to take action. Reaching out might feel uncomfortable at first, but the reward, greater joy, sharper thinking, and a longer, healthier life is worth it. Because at the end of the day, the relationships you build and nurture today don't just add warmth to your life, they can literally add years to it. Stay connected. Your heart, mind, and body will thank you. Now that you've learned the 7 powerful signs that can predict how long and how well you might live after 70, it's time to reflect. Are you walking with strength and confidence? Sleeping well? Staying socially connected? Each of these signs, walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, appetite, stress management, and social ties, offers a window into your future health. And the best part? Most of them are completely within your control. Your future isn't fixed. By making small, intentional changes today, you can add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Whether it's taking a daily walk, improving your sleep habits, or reaching out to an old friend, every step you take toward better health counts. Take a moment now to think about one area where you can start improving. Then take action, today. If this video inspired you, leave a comment below sharing which sign you found most eye-opening and how you plan to act on it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on helpful, life-enhancing content. Together, let's focus not just on living longer, but on living stronger, happier, and healthier. You deserve it.